Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning. Today we are going to do Breath, Body, Mind, brought to you by Toivo by Advocacy Unlimited. And Breath, Body, Mind has so many different benefits, and that's why I really enjoy sharing it. It's a practice that I use every day that helps me balance my stress response system and just kind of brings me more peace and tranquility within myself. So I really enjoy sharing the practices. So what we're going to do today is a little bit of breath movement, a little bit of gentle movement, and we're going to do a little bit of meditation at the end. So starting in September, on September 2nd, I want to start holding this on Zoom. So if it's something that you're interested in, please comment in the comments or just contact me at info@toivocenter.org. And I could know that you're interested. We're going to have some information about it as we come closer to September because it's just the beginning of August. So Breath, Body, Mind was created by two psychiatrists. The movements were put together. There was research done about it. So there's a ton of information if you are a very analytical person that wants to know the data and the information behind the practice to see what works and what does not work. For me, it's more about what has worked for me. As a person that has survived some things from a very young age, I've used or tried to do different things to bring me through and kind of get to the other side so I could live my life today, not necessarily having to reflect on what happened yesterday, but more about being present in today. So that's why the practices are really important. And I find myself more and more when things happen that I put on the chimes or the tones to do coherent breathing just to bring me to a place that feels safe inside myself and safe outside of myself, because as a trauma survivor, that's something that I struggled with for many years. So I hope that you enjoy these practices, and we're just going to get into them right now. So as with all my workshops, I encourage you to do what you can and take care of yourself. You know yourself best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some practices standing up, and then I'm going to sit down and show you what they're like when I sit down. For some reason, I'm having a little bit of difficulty seeing my entire screen, so hopefully you could see a little bit more of me than what I could see of myself. And that's why I wanted to start using Zoom, because I can do so much more with Zoom. So that's why in September, I think we're going to switch it over to Zoom. So we're just going to get started. And the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to shake. And just shake the stress, a layer of stress out of your body. Lifting your heels off the ground if that's possible. Shaking some of what might have carried over from the morning, or if you're anywhere on the East Coast, some things that might have happened last night with the storm or yesterday during the day. I'm hoping everyone's safe and secure today. So just shake the stress and just imagine shaking and letting it all go. Getting it out of your body. Letting go of what might be stored in our body by shaking it off. And imagine a nice golden light of tranquility from the top of our head going all the way down our being. Just taking us over and bringing some light and sunshine into our body, into our being, allowing us to be more at peace. And lifting our heels off, and we're just going to add our voice, our breath. So take a nice breath in, and a breath out with a sigh. Another breath in, a breath out with a sigh. One more time, breath in, and a breath out with a roar. Let everything go. With your voice, with shaking, taking that level of stress out of your body. And continue shaking. And if you're sitting down, you can just lift one foot off the ground after another and shake one hand or the other. Or if this is really hard to do, you can close your eyes and imagine that you're able to shake the stress out of your body, going within and just releasing it, whichever way feels most comfortable for your body this morning. And now I invite you to gently come to stillness. Go within. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Become aware of what's changed, what's different. How do you feel? Now I invite you to open your eyes if your eyes are closed. And now we're going to do a little bit of tapping. And tapping, what tapping does is it releases some things in our body. It wakes up our organs. We could also send loving kindness to our organs, to our body. I know that there's a lot of body image issues. As women, a lot of times women struggle with it and men struggle with it about how their bodies look. So as we're tapping, you can also send some love to every amazing part of our body, because without our body is amazing the way it does everything it does. Even if we are confined to a wheelchair, even if we are, doing different things or have different struggles, it's really, our body is doing so many amazing things. So the more that we send love and kindness to our bodies, the more that our bodies will support us in doing everything that we want to do. So we're just going to begin by tapping. So I'm going to invite you just to tap one side. And if you feel like it, and you're inclined to do it, smile as you do this. Bringing some joy and light into your entire being. And now go to the other side. Bring some joy and light into the other side. And now we're going to just go to our collarbone, tapping our collarbones, getting our lungs going. Being able to wake up our lungs and say, good morning. Now we're going to tap the bottom part of our neck, the top part of our back, just this area right here. And as you're tapping, you can sway if that feels comfortable. You can just stand still. You're welcome to also put music on during this time. I like tranquility, so peace and quiet. We can go to one shoulder. Doesn't matter which one. Don't worry about what side you're on, what side I'm on. Let's go all the way down our arm. And give yourself a nice round of applause. And then come up the inside of your arm. Awesome job, everyone. And go to the other shoulder. Go down the top part of your arm. Sending loving kindness to our arms for doing all that they do. And now up the inside of your arm. And now we're going to go to our belly. And then 1 inch over from our belly. And then we're going to go to the outside parts of our legs. And go all the way down the outside parts of our legs. And I'm going to just lift my leg up. And then you're going to go down to the outside parts of your lower leg. Outside part of your foot. The top of your foot, your toes. The inside part of your feet. The inside part of your lower leg, and then the top part of your legs. sacrum, in our kidney. Good job, everyone. So we're going to just do another round, and if you don't want to do another round, because I'm going to do it sitting down, you can just sit quietly, go within. So we're going to go to one side. And now the other side. Sending loving kindness, tapping, waking up our organs. And then coming to our collarbone, waking up this part of our body, our lungs, being able to say good morning, smiling if we feel like it, you don't have to. And now the lower part of your neck, the top part of your back. This helps our immune system, which we need to keep very strong. And now one shoulder, and again, doesn't matter which one. You can go all the way down the top part of that arm. Giving a nice round of applause to yourself. And come up the inside part of your arm. And smiling. If not, you could just see me smiling, which is fine. Your other shoulder all the way down your arm. Giving a nice round of applause and coming up the inside part of your arm. And now on your belly. And again, 1 inch over. And then the outside parts of your legs, going down your legs to your lower leg, the outside parts, the outside part of your ankle, your toes, the inside part of your feet, the lower part of your insides of your legs, and then the top part of your legs. And then to your back, your sacrum, your kidneys, and then back to one side. To the other side, and now slowly come to stillness, close your eyes, go within, become aware of what's changed, what's moved, what's different. How do you feel different now than you did when you first started? And when you feel ready, please just open your eyes. So I bring you through a series of different movements, and I try to give you modifications. And you can do these modifications, you can do these movements standing up or sitting down. So even if with the tapping, you just want to do one leg at a time, that is totally okay. That's why I say take care of yourself, do what you can, and take care of yourself during these practices. And I also bring you through a lot of different ones to kind of introduce you to a number of them during this hour. If you find you can't do all of them, this hour is still for you. So you can take a rest, you can just sit down and wait for the next exercise, or you could wait until the end when the coherent breathing comes and where you're able to sit down and relax and do a little bit of the meditation and coherent breathing. That's the important part. One of the biggest things that I hear when I go to some of the workshops or I attend them and I volunteer and support the practices, I see a lot of people transform after they've done these practices for a couple of days in a row or for a couple of weeks in a row. And I've seen a difference between like a 3-hour practice from a number of people. So the transformation that happens is incredible. But the most important part of it is the coherent breathing, and that is always held at the end to try to bring us through all the stuff that we need to get through so we can get to the point that we feel comfortable enough to sit down, relax, and be present for the coherent breathing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a ha breath. So because of the sun, I'm going to have to just move just a little bit, and we're going to need to do the ha breath. And the ha breath is just a regular ha breath where we're going to breathe in and then breathe out. And when we breathe out, it's almost like we're flinging water off our hands, and we're doing a loud ha. So you're welcome to do the ha as softly as you want or as loud as you want. It is supposed to be a forceful breath out. So if you are in a place that you can't scream really loud, and we have neighbors here, so I am not going to scream really loud, but if you are in a place that can, just imagine that you're like 5 years old and that you're able to express yourself as loud as you want to. So let's go ahead and do it. And we're going to breathe in, like I said, and bring our arms to the side, and breathe out and fling. And we're going to do this for about 8 times. So let's coordinate a breath. Take a nice breath in and out with a sigh. So breathe in. Now allow your arms to come by your side, close your eyes, go within, become aware of the changes, what's different. And now we're going to just do it sitting down so you can see how it is sitting down. So you're going to breathe in and breathe out. And I'm going to just go to the side a little bit. Breathe in. Now allow your hands to come down on your lap. Close your eyes and go within. Become aware of the changes to your mind, body, and your spirit. And notice the difference. And if you have your eyes closed, I invite you to go ahead and open them. We're going to do one more ha breath. And this ha breath is where you're going to breathe in and tap the top of your back, the lower part of your neck. Again, where we were tapping this morning. So you're going to tap there. And then you're going to tap right above your kneecap. And as you do that, you're going to do ha out loud. So you're going to breathe in and breathe out ha. And this is a really good exercise, and it's ha breath is really energizing. But what it does is it energizes you and then brings you to a peaceful place afterwards. So it's almost like if you have nervous energy. I don't know if anyone's ever experienced that. I've never. So if you have nervous energy, a ha breath is a great way to kind of like get that energy out and get to a more like balanced area in a very tranquil, peaceful area. So it's a great movement to do if you need a little energy, but you also want to be balanced. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out. So let's get started. Come to stillness, go within. Become aware of what's changed, what's different. Now I invite you to go ahead and open your eyes. We're going to do it again, sitting down. Again, you don't have to. You can just rest and wait until the next movement, which is totally fine. So breathe in. Come to stillness. Go within. Become aware of the difference inside of you. And if you have your eyes closed, I invite you to open them. And now we're going to do the 4-4-6-2 breath. So the 4-4-6-2 breath has a lot of benefits, and it's a really good practice to kind of help you walk through some strong emotions or stuff that's going on inside of you that you want to walk through, and you want to acknowledge it, but also get to the other side of it so you can continue on with your day, continue on with a meeting, kind of get through something that you might be feeling. I know it's something that I use. Like I said, I do these practices every day. The 4-4-6-2 one is a very strong one for me because I could be going through something because of whatever's going on with me, but I still want to be present with the people around me in my life and not share what I'm internally going through with them. So the 4-4-6-2 is a great practice for that. And you can do it with movement, but if you're in a place that you cannot do the movements with the breath, the 4-4-6-2, you can just do the breath and then no one will know that you're even doing it. So we're going to breathe in for the count of 4. We're going to hold our breath for the count of 4. We're going to breathe out for the count of 6, and then we're going to pause for 2. So there's 2 ways that you can stand for this. You could stand with your feet shoulder width apart, or you could stand where your toes are together, your heels are apart, and the top or the upper part of your legs are together. So I'm just going to angle it down just so you can see a little bit about what I'm talking about. So your toes are together, the top parts of your legs are together, almost like you're resting a little bit and giving yourself a little bit of an anchor as you do this. So we're just going to get started. So put your toes together, your heels apart, top parts of your leg together if you can. If you cannot, it's totally fine. You're going to have your hands a little bit below your belly button with your palms facing up. And we're going to breathe in for the count of 4. Pause. Hold our breath for the count of 4. Breathe out for the count of 6. We're slowing our breath down. And then pause for 2. So put your hands right below your belly button, palms facing up, and let's coordinate our breath before we add some movement. So take a nice breath in. And a breath out with a sigh and a smile if you feel like it. So breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. One more time. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause, 2, and just return to your natural stance with your feet shoulder width apart. Close your eyes, go within. Become aware of the difference, the changes, the shifting that might be going on inside of you. Now I invite you to go ahead and open your eyes. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the 4-4-6-2 sitting down. So again, you're going to start with your palms facing up a little bit below your belly button. And we're going to coordinate our breath. So take a nice breath in. And a breath out with a sigh and a smile. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Last time. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Now just relax your arms in your hand. Close your eyes. Go within. Become aware of the changes in your mind, body, and spirit. Now I invite you to open your eyes. And we're going to do the 4-4-6-2 in a different way. This is a heart opening 4-4-6-2, and it's one of my favorites. And because I'm sitting down, I'm going to start with sitting down, and then I'm going to go to standing up. And this one, if you want to do it standing up as I'm sitting down, you could stand with your feet shoulder width apart. And we're going to breathe in for 4. Pause or hold our breath for 4. Breathe out for 6. And then pause for 2. So again, put your hands a little bit below your belly button. Let's coordinate a breath before we add any movement. So take a nice breath in. And breath out with a sigh and a smile. So breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out and stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out and stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out and stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2. And close your eyes if that's possible. Go within. Become aware of the changes inside your mind, body, and spirit. And now open your eyes if you have them closed, and we're going to do the same movement but standing up. And it's really important in between each practice to just stop and be still to see. For me, it was really important to recognize what made a difference inside of me and how I felt, and to become aware of those changes. So I support you in between each practice is just stopping. And as many of us do, we rush around from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other. Just being present in that moment, appreciating what has happened. And it's not a straight line that we're going to feel the same way with each practice at each time. Some might resonate with us at different points in our life, and others might, it's just going to be different because we are amazing and we have so many different things that are part of us that at different points, different things are going to resonate with us. So appreciate every practice, appreciate every movement, and see how it makes you feel. So we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart, and your hands are right below your belly button with your palms facing up. And we're going to breathe in for the count of 4, pause, or hold our breath for 4, breathe out for 6, and pause for 2. So let's coordinate our breath. Take a nice breath in, and out with a sigh and a smile. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. 2, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, and breathe out and stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. 2, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, breathe out and stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. 2, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, breathe out and stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. 2, and allow your hands to just go by your side. Close your eyes, go within, become aware of the changes, or just be still. Now I invite you, if you have your eyes closed, to go ahead and open them. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do the 4-4 breath. And this is, we're going to continue to slow our breath down to get us ready for the coherent breathing part of this. And we're going to do it 2 ways. Because of time, I think I'm just going to do it one way, but I'm going to do it one way, standing up and sitting down. And this is where, if you've done the 4-4 breath, I usually breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4 with your arms circling, making sure that you have rooms on each side, or room on each side of you. This, we're just going to breathe in as we bring our hands up, and then breathe out as we bring our hands down, almost like we're painting a waterfall or putting our fingers through a waterfall, gently feeling that water Since it's a hot day, that's a nice visual to kind of cool ourselves down. So you're going to breathe in as you bring your hands up. If you have shoulder issues, you can just bring them up a little bit, relaxing. This is not, we're not trying to do exercise so we're working our arms, but it happens naturally. So do the level that you feel comfortable. I am going to go up, and then just like breathe out, and then you could squat down a little bit as you're painting the waterfall, putting your fingers through the waterfall, and we're going to breathe out for the count of 4. So let's coordinate our breath. Take a nice breath in, and breathe out with a sigh and a smile. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breath out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breath out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breath out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. 2 more times. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. And just come to stillness. Go within. Become aware of the differences, the changes, the shifts inside of yourself. And if you have your eyes closed, I invite you to open them and come back to your environment and joining us in our practice. So we're going to just do this sitting down. We're going to breathe in for the count of 4 and then out for the count of 4. So breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. 2 more times. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. And allow your hands and arms to rest. Close your eyes or lower your eyelids, whatever feels comfortable for you. Go within. Become aware of the differences, the changes, what shifted. How do you feel? Now I invite you to open your eyes or raise your eyelids if you have them lowered or closed. Now is the fun part. You get to lay down or sit down or do whatever it is that you feel comfortable doing to get ready for the coherent breathing part of this. So you get to find a comfortable spot where you can lay down and not be disturbed for we're going to do it for about 15 minutes. Now, coherent breathing, when you're first learning it, sometimes it seems too much to do it that long. So because if you're watching this live, you could step away and come back, but try to give yourself at least 5 minutes of doing the coherent breathing. If the time that I'm giving you is too long, you could come back to this. We upload this to YouTube, so you can fast forward through some parts of it if you want to just get to different parts. Good morning, Dawn. So whatever it is that makes you work for you, please just use this video or this time for yourself. So I invite you to get comfortable, have a seat, close your eyes, lower your eyelids, and just begin to relax and take a nice relaxing breath in and out. Another relaxing breath in and out. And if you don't have your eyes closed or lowered, I invite you to just go ahead and lower them or close them. And begin to start softening your forehead and your eyes. Can you soften your cheeks and your mouth, releasing any tension that you might be carrying in your jaw? Can you soften your shoulders and your arms? Can you soften your back, releasing any tension you might be storing in your back? Can you soften your legs and your feet? And as you continue to sit or lay down with your eyes closed or lowered, I'm just going to slow your breath down with my voice, counting. Then we're going to go into tones. Then I'm going to invite you to use your imagination to move your breath. We're going to go into a simple body scan, a relaxing body scan, and a little bit of meditation at the end. So we're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to turn on tones. Breathing in as the tones go up, and breathing out as the tones go down. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. And do this on your own for about a minute. Begin to use your imagination to move your breath. Imagine your breath going in and up to the top of your head. and out and down to the base of your spine, in and up to the top of your head, out and down to the base of your spine, in and up to the top of your head, and out and down to the base of your spine. And do this on your own for about a minute. Continue using your imagination to breathe in and up to the top of your head, and out and down through the balls of your feet, in and up to the top of your head, out and down through the soles of your feet, in and up to the top of your head, out and down through the soles of your feet. And continue on your own for about a minute. Continue using your imagination to move your breath in and up to the top of your head, and out and down to the base of your spine, in and up to the top of your head, out and down to the base of your spine, in and up to the top of your head, out and down to the base of your spine. And continue on your own for about a minute. invite you to release, moving your breath with your imagination, and just go back to breathing in with the tones going up and out with the tones going down. Now I invite you to bring your awareness to the bottom of your feet. Can you move that awareness to the top of your feet? Can you move that awareness to the back of your knees? Can you move that awareness up to where your legs meet your body? Can you move that awareness up to your back? Can you move that awareness up to where your arms bend? And now moving that awareness up to your shoulders. And can you move that awareness up to the spot between your eyes? And can you move that awareness finally to the top of your head? And continue to breathe in as the tones go up. And breathe out as the tones go down. Now I'm going to turn the tones off and invite you to continue to sit or lay down with your eyes closed or lowered. Allow your breath to return to its regular pace. And I invite you to bring your awareness to your heart. And as your awareness is on your heart, I invite you to set an intention for today. An intention for what you want more of today. Or less of. How do you want today to be? And as your awareness is on your heart, I invite you to say to yourself, I am happy. I am healthy. I am safe and filled with love and kindness. Now, as your awareness continues on your heart, I invite you to extend that from your heart to everyone's heart you're going to interact with today, with your words, your thoughts, your actions, and silently saying to everyone, we are happy. We are healthy. We are safe and filled with love and kindness. Now, can we extend that love and kindness further beyond just the people we interact with, blanketing the world with love and kindness just for a minute, extending it out to the entire planet by saying silently or out loud, we are all happy. We are all healthy. We are all safe and filled with love and kindness. Now I invite you to start to slowly make some movements. If you're laying down, just roll over on your right side before you gently sit up. If you're sitting down, you could just stretch like you're waking up from a mini nap. And becoming aware of the environment that you are right now, listening to the noises around you, being aware of what's around you. And if you haven't already, I invite you to go ahead and open your eyes. And I just want to thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning, doing some breath, body, mind, allowing me to share some of the practices that really mean a lot to me. I appreciate your time. And like I said, I want to try to do it in Zoom so there's more interaction and we can really talk about the practices and you can ask me questions or ask for more of what you like and less of what you don't like. So I hope in September that we go on Zoom, that you can join me for Zoom. Until then, I will be back next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Facebook Live doing breath, body, mind. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Dawn. Have an amazing day. Bye, everyone.